Hi, Colleen here. Some of my uplines ladies would like to know how to make this big box, and I thought I would share it with you today. It's a very simple box to make. It's quite large. It measures 7 by 7 by 2.5 inches deep. It's a pretty good sized box when it opens up, because I made a belly band to go around it. When you open it up, it's a fairly decent sized box on the inside with the lid reinforced. So I thought I'd share this one with you today. Now the paper I've used is the Oh What Fun, and I'm going to use the Oh What Fun paper again, but I'm using this lovely one to make the box with. This is inside the pack. This measures 12 by 12 inches, and the base is white, and it is 12 by 12, but we're going to cut a tiny little bit off the edges, so a little bit off here and a little bit off here. It's about, oh, dare I say, an 1/8 of an inch, or maybe even less. So on your trimmer, there's a little plastic piece before it goes into the numbers. We're actually going to cut just that much off on both sides, on two sides of the box. So we'll lay it in, and we're just covering over that plastic section. It's not a great deal. I'd say it's probably about a 1/16 of an inch. So we're cutting that off, and we'll cut that off on the other side. Just line it up with that plastic edge and cut it off. So that brings the box down to about, the base down to 11 and 15/16 of an inch. My God, that is a mouthful. So that's what size that is. That's all we're going to cut with our trimmer. I've also cut 2 pieces for the belly band in Lagoon, and they measure 10.5 by 3 inches, and we're going to score those as well in a minute. I've cut out from the, what is it called? The Shaker Window and Confetti. I've cut out one of the big 3-inch circles in white, and from the Winter Flurries, I've cut out the large snowflake in silver glitter paper. So that's what we're going to use. Plus we'll be using the silver glitter gems, and we're actually going to colour them in using the turquoise, I think it is. Yes, turquoise shin hand marker. So we'll do all of that in a minute. But first of all, let's just get started on scoring our box. There's no stamping involved in this one today. It's just all scoring. If you wanted to make a tag to add to the box, you know, you're more than welcome. So here is the cutting guide. It's a bit hard to see the whole thing in because it's such a big box. This is the cutting guide for the base. Now you're going to be scoring the base at 2.5 inches on all 4 sides. So that's the base. And for the lid, I'll put it in, I'll bring it down so you can see it. The lid we're scoring at 2.5 and 1 inches on all 4 sides. So, and we're going to cut out these corners here so that it will produce this design here, but I just coloured these in so that you could see what you're removing. And then we're going to notch in on all of them. So we'll get started. So we will start with the base, and I'll bring up the scoreboard. Now we're scoring this at every 2.5 inches. So I'm going to score that at 2.5 inches on all 4 sides. We've had some glorious weather here this morning. Well, early this morning it was raining. It was a fine drizzle, and today it's just beautiful now. Hung up the towels. So we'll set the box in motion. Oh, here's the scissors. So we're just going to, we should fold and burnish all the score lines. I would use my bone folder, but I have no idea where I've put it at the moment. So I'll just use my hands. So now we're going to just cut up the score line. Now remember, this edge here always has to remain straight. And then we're just going to notch out, which means essentially that you're just removing a small section, and it's usually the section with the score line on it. So that, see that little score line there? You're just taking that away. And yeah, I'm going to like this, I had to remember. So just cut down. I like to fold that bit back, it gives me more control. And then just notch out those sections. And I've bent my cardstock there. Oh well, it happens. So cut straight up. I might give this one to my husband for Christmas, put something special in, even though we promised we wouldn't buy Christmas presents for each other this year. I think he's just too tired. He's been working very early mornings lately. He's been starting work between 4 and 5 o'clock every morning, and I think he's just about had enough. Right. So now we'll just trim off these sections, and our base is almost finished. Rightio. So that's all our little bits cut and trimmed away. Oh, they're messy. So they look like that. Now I like to turn it in, fold it over. Here it is. Come from my thing. And then I like to run just down around the edge. I like to fold it in so I can see that edge, and then I can get that as close as possible. Right, so now that I've got them folded in, when you fold the box up, and you're going to just marry up those edges, like so. If there's any, I'll get my little, see, you just bring that up and marry that together, like so. Hope we're in shot. Oh, a bit too close to the screen, and sorry about that. So that there is the base of our box all made. So I'll put that aside, and now we'll make the lid. Oh, it's a big box, there's not much room on this table of mine. Right, so we're going to score, hope you can see this, at 1 inch and 2.5 on all 4 sides. Gosh, it's not long till Christmas now. Whew. Oh, I've done them all. So now we're going to burnish and fold all the score lines. That's 2 inch and the 1 inch. 2 inch and the 1 inch. 2 inch, the 1 inch, 2 inch, and the 1 inch. Okay, so they're all done. Oh, excuse me. Now we're going to cut away. Might be easier on this side to do. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Most people get very used to me coughing. I just seem to do it all the time. Gives me the pip though. Right, so we're going to cut up here. And we're going to wedge in here. And we'll remove that one. Now I've already taken a little wedge off there. But I'm going to wedge in here as well. And I'll hold it and show you what it looks like. So that's it. That's what it will look like. There we go. See? Just like that. So that's what you need to do. And we're going to do that on all the corners. So we'll cut up again. Cut right through to the second score line. Cut this one through to the second score line. cut that away on an angle, notch in here, remove that section there, and then it's very tricky, and then we're going to notch up into this flap. That's just so that when it folds up you have no resistance in that corner. It will just fold up and become a flat corner like that. So now I'll repeat this on the other side. So we'll cut up, cut up again, notch that section out, cut that bit off, and notch that section there, and then notch into these. So we'll repeat this on the last corner, and then we're ready to put the lid together. So straight up to the second score line, and again on this side, cut that out at an angle, cut that one off, notch in. So when you notch in on this one, you only notch to the first score line. I should have told you. Don't go down or you will ruin. You always need a straight edge here, so that when the corner comes up and around, you've got a straight edge to match up to make the box corner. So now we will just put this together. Actually, what I might do is put these ones down first, because they're not holding anything. So just put those end ones down. Now these ones here where the flap goes around, I'll leave those for the minute. And I'll just add my adhesive onto here. And I'll bring that corner one up to match there. And this one around like so. So that's my two corners. Now I'm going to place my box base inside, upside down. And I'm going to add adhesive to these two pieces now. Hope you can see that. So I've put adhesive on these. Now I'm going to tuck those inside there, bring the box around and fold the edges up to match. So it'll sit like that. Then I'm going to remove my box base out of here, turn it up. I'll give those a good rub, add some adhesive onto here and fold that down on the inside. Repeat that step over here, rub those down, make sure they're secure, and then fold this down on the inside. Now with a bit of luck, I'm hoping I've got a nice neat fit to my box. So there we are. So there's the box and the lid together. No buckling on any of the sides. Perfect fit. So I'll pop that aside for the minute, and we shall score the... Now normally with a belly band you wouldn't be able to score, but for some reason this one you can score it quite easily and it fits perfectly around the box. So I'll just get my instructions so I can remember what size it was. See, these are my instructions. We're going to score this at 4 and 6.5 inches on both pieces. So 4 inches and 6.5. Oh, had that out of view. You can see the next one. So 4 inches and 6.5. That's it. Move that out of the way. Fold and burnish the score lines. That's it. Now on one of these I'm going to find my adhesive again, and I'm going to add some adhesive to this end, and on the reverse one I'm going to add adhesive to the top. So this one's the inside section and this one's the top section. So when they come around under the box they'll fit together. So I'll take back the box. I'm going to place that one on. Lay this one on. And then line those two up together. So adhesive here and here. And then when I line them up, I'll get a nice clean join. And then when I bring them around, I just need to do the same thing here and here. So I'll just take that off for a minute. So I'll add adhesive to this end and then to the inside of this end. So inside, outside. So when they come together, it's very hard to see, when they come together they'll match up. So I'll put the box back in the middle and I'll come around. So I've placed that one down. Be careful not to place the inside one down on top. So, and I'm going to pop that on. Now I want it to be able to slide on and off with ease, which that can. Press that down. Ooh. Now I'm going to take my, I can't pick it up, my white 3-inch circle, and I'm going to place that onto the top, just like that. Ta-da! So add adhesive to the back, place it into the middle on the top. It should just about cover that join. Oh gosh, I need to get my glasses checked, I think. Yep, I'll take that off for a minute. This will make this a bit easier. So take that off, press that nice and smoothly on. Now we're going to take our die cut snowflake and we're going to get some of our, I can't think what they're called, foam dots. And I'm going to place them onto the points on the back. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Because they're white, they'll blend in with the white circle, so I'm not too worried if you can see them a little bit from underneath. And one more. There we go. So, oh, what fun paper is beautiful. I'll have it all up on my blog, so if you want to go into my catalogue, online catalogue, you can have a look at it. It's just gorgeous. It's been such a real treat using this. I mean, this box just doesn't have to be for Christmas. It can be for birthdays, you know, anniversary gift in it or something. It can be for anything. So now, hopefully, I can get it in the middle. I don't like my chances, though. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck to it. Oh my god. So if I put that one there, that one there. There we are. So that's all stuck down. Now I'm just going to take a large gem and my Shinhan marker, and I'm just going to, it's just going to add a hint of colour. What I love about it, when you colour these in, they actually, I think my pen might be on its way out. That's a bit sad. Or it's just too light for these, but anyway, there we are. So it's just got a little bit of colour in it. So I'll pick that up. I'm going to pop that into the middle of my snowflake. You can just see barely see the colour there. But on the other one, that's using the cherry pink Shinhan marker over the top. But you can see, you still can see the sparkles on the inside of the gem, which is what I really liked. Now to put our, I've just knocked my thing. That's a ticket. There we are. And there is your large 7 by 7 by 2.5 inch box. I hope you enjoyed this little project today. Till next time, keep on creating and bye for now.